Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the fifth day of the Wake Up Call program. Very nice to have all of you again join us, and let us all welcome Ganeshji for today's topic, a beautiful topic, Wisdom Attracts Wealth. Ganeshji, welcome. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much, Harika. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are joining from, dear friends. I am in the beautiful pink city of Jaipur, and you can see some of the art work of Jaipur behind me. But I have a couple of requests for everyone today. Particularly those who are on Zoom. I'd love to see faces. I am so bad when there's nobody visible on screen. I feel lost and confused. And when I see Malaji smile and Mamtaji smile and Nirmalaji come on and iPhone, I don't know who you are, sir, but you're in a pink t-shirt. You are looking so handsome, but I don't know who you are. And please write your name also there. Thank you, Dhanashri. Geeti is an amazing master. I am so happy to see her. So really coming on camera and saying these words to yourself. If you can say these words to yourself, to your own little child within you or the adult in you, darling, I'm here for you. Can you say this to yourself, everybody in your heart? Darling, I'm here for you. This is what you're saying to yourself. And I'd really like you to be here today. I am just going to get worried in 10 minutes about 3 WhatsApp messages and 5 Insta posts and 11 Facebook updates. And it would be so disastrous if I missed anything. And I forgot about myself. So you have to tell yourself, darling, I'm here for you. So Darwinia has to tell Darwinia, darling, I'm here for you. And if you're here for yourself, in this next hour, hour and a half together, we'll go on a little journey. I always get confused because my teachers, Dr. Newton and Dr. Lakshmi, thought I was worthy to come and speak. But I don't know how it happened. And I really, when this topic came on abundance, again, I was invited to speak. And I was, whatever I learned from Dr. Newton, Dr. Lakshmi from QLU. But I really want to start today by sharing my experience and then give you a little bit of theory, about 20-25 minutes of talking, for 35 to 40 minutes of meditation. We really want you to tune into wealth. How many of you like wealth? With a show of hands, and I hope more people can come on camera. How many of you like dollars more than rupees? Like really you'd love? Yeah, and for how many of us, wealth means money? I mean, be honest, wealth means money. I mean, the first idea of wealth is, okay. So I want to share with you the story of a struggling Ganesh, which is myself, because I have no other examples other than myself. I have been the greatest fool and along the way, and I found the greatest insights courtesy my teachers, and they reformed me, and I became worthy to talk about wealth. But I want you to know that I actually struggled through a large period of my life to try to make ends meet until my dear wife, Dr. Preeti, introduced me to meditation. And post-meditation, I started meditating in 2006. I started with a 9-day camp. post meditation, for some reason, I started to attract more wealth. Not just wealth of peace, but also wealth is in rupees, dollars, all kinds of different currency. And so something happened. Now I don't know what happened. Before that, my mother used to take me for all these prayer meetings, and I always believed that I have to pray on the outside, and I always did the prayer. But it was the first time with meditation that I went inside completely, and something started to happen, but I did not understand. Although I figured by 2009, 2006 this happened, 2009, that this wealth creation is not my path. It's okay, I have enough, I will. So I decided to retire in 2013. Can you imagine now wealth? You would say, okay. And I didn't retire because I was rejecting. I was very happy with the wealth that was being created. I enjoyed, I traveled the world, I did everything. But I retired not because I was rejecting, but because I felt very content. I only eat dal, rice and rasam and with curd in it and rajma, and I eat it and I enjoy my dal rice. And I thought, now enough, no need. I was very content. And so I decided to retire. But really, that is when I went to Dr. Newton. And just before that, the idea was, we'll share. I thought that I felt very contented, and I felt I could trust people very easily already. Courtesy, 7 years, 8 years of meditation. Something must be happening in that meditation. I don't know what was happening. But I had not met Dr. Newton until then. Before meeting him, I said, I want to just share. I want to trust. I am very content. Now I want to become a monk. By the way, I failed to become a monk. So that was very interesting, because Dr. Newton said middle path. Straight, first day he hit a sixer. He said, middle path, Ganesh. Your path is middle path. You cannot be in the mountains. You have to be, he said, nirvana in the marketplace. I said, what is this nirvana in the marketplace? It's so complicated. What is this? I cannot imagine getting nirvana in Guntur, or nirvana in Jammu, or nirvana in Singapore. I said, I want to just be a meditator, and but actually Dr. Newton sent me back. He sent me back to this world, and he said middle path. And so the things that I was already practicing, I had contentment, I had trust, and I always loved to share. And I cared deeply about my work, but I realized with every day that I spend around Dr. Newton, around the workshops at QLU, that my wisdom quotient was increasing. And although I was not focused on wealth was increasing also very fast. Now, this is the very interesting thing, that wisdom is increasing without even wanting, consciously saying, oh, I want wealth, I want more money, or I want this, I want more peace. The wealth actually automatically starts to go up. And so this story is really, just very briefly, I was able to get over my limiting belief, dear friends, that spirituality and wisdom and monkhood or meditators cannot also be abundant and wealthy and increase their wealth. I had this limiting belief that you have to choose between samsara or nirvana. You have to choose between money and spirituality. You have to choose between suffering and happiness or joy. actually, in this physical body, all the things will happen. Sansara will also happen, nirvana will also happen, misery will also happen, joy will also happen, wealth will also happen, everything will happen. In this physical body, we have to enjoy everything. So then, I just kept learning little things. Every time I went in front of Dr. Newton, Dr. Lakshmi, I was like a thief. I stole from them everything. Because there you get gold mine in QLU. So I go and take the gold and I bring it back. And then I take it in the market. It's so precious, that gold. So I was just enjoying. And today, I was asked to speak. I mean, Preeti and I, we also do a QLU workshop on money and spirituality. Later this year, we will do. But this is actually a very, very beautiful and, doable piece. Increasing your wealth by increasing your wisdom. As Dr. Joe Dispenza says, change inside out. You can actually change your inner state to become a magnet for wealth. And so I want to share one quote with you. Can you confirm if you can see my screen, everybody, now? I want to read this out for you. And I want you to, this is Tom Waits. He says, we are buried beneath the weight of information, which is being confused with knowledge. Quantity is being confused with abundance, and wealth with happiness. And so I found this very interesting. By the way, Dr. Preeti found this for me. I didn't find it actually. She helped me, she's also my guide. So anybody who attended her session 3 days back, I am a thief. I steal from Dr. Newton. I steal from Dr. Lakshmi. I steal from Dr. Preeti. I steal from Harika. I steal from Geeti, from whoever, all the wise beings. You have to be like a thief only. Wherever you can get a little, I always say gold dust is being scattered all around us. But we brush it off as dust. Oh, it's very dusty. I don't want this place. But if you collect all the gold dust, you'll get a nice biscuit at the end. So today, I really want you to try to collect as much dust as possible. And in these 9 days, collect as much dust. On the 9th day of wake-up call, you wake up, you open your eyes, and you have a nice piece of jewelry, a gold biscuit. You may have a chain, or you will have a nice earrings, or a bracelet of gold and whatever else. Just keep gathering the dust. Because that is really the story of my life. And I am really very grateful for the opportunity to be here with the QLU Sangha and with other friends to share about what really happened. You can see how much gold. Can you see the quantity here? It's overflowing. For those who are looking at creating wealth. So I want, since we are going to do a meditation on how wisdom attracts wealth, I want to leave you with the 7 sutras that we've learned from our teachers. And I believe this is not covered so far, correct? This is not covered yet. So I want to leave you, along with my example, I want to leave you with the first one is the Sutra of Unlimited Abundance. Anybody has any question mark about how much oxygen is available where you are? Is there any deficiency of oxygen around you? If 3 more people come in the room, will you have to stop breathing so that other people can breathe enough oxygen? Any issues? We live in an unlimitedly abundant universe. Now, if we can experience abundance at any moment of our lives, in any moment of our life, and we can generate abundance, or we can just gather all the gold dust and have our gold jewelry whenever we wish to. So the first sutra is the Sutra of Unlimited Abundance. And I want you to remember the 3 words that I shared with you: contentment, sharing, and trust. This is what really allowed me to attract wealth. I was content already. And I could trust easily the universe and the unlimited abundance that the universe has. And welcoming all the new friends joining to switch on camera. Give us the gift of your presence. We really like the gift of your presence. So contentment, trust, and sharing. We feel so good when we share. You know, when you feed to someone else. In QLU is all about sharing, sharing, sharing. They just share. So I just want you to remember those 3 things: contentment, trust, and sharing. And I am giving you a 3-7 principle now. So those 3 actions with these 7 sutras. So 3-7 principles for creating wealth or generating, attracting wealth in your life: contentment, sharing, and trust. And these 7 sutras that we actually let them settle into your system, you know, like we are fully absorbing this. So there is unlimited abundance in the universe: abundance of joy, abundance of peace, abundance of wealth, abundance of oxygen, abundance of whatever you aspire to have. The second sutra is the Sutra of Flow. Whenever water gets stale, there will be mosquitoes. These days in India, a lot of dengue. Oh my goodness. This is because of lack of flow. Money is like currency, current. It flows. If it stops flowing, light will go away. Imagine everything gets disconnected now. Now suddenly you have no electricity. Why? Because flow is stopped. What has stopped flowing? Electricity. Money is called currency. Currency means you will, when you become wise, you will get so many currents. Oh, it is so wonderful. The more wiser we get, the more currents we get, and everything flows in our life. I just came off 10 days of Vipassana. And in Vipassana, you know, we are 10 days completely silent. So I'm so happy I'm getting to speak again. But in that, you have to watch your body. Your body is so alive. There is, you know, so many sensations in our body, and you can feel it. And the Sutra of Flow is very important. Whenever we feel there's something is not flowing in our life, you know, now we need to find the wisdom to allow for the flow to begin. So money is just like that. Wherever it gets collected, you know, if you collect it too much, therefore money also flows when you share. Joy, happiness flows when you share, and you get manifold back. Manifold, you will get it back. The third sutra is the Sutra of Attention. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. And if you're constantly thinking, oh, there isn't enough wealth, oh, this world is full of these rich people who are not, you know, I mean, I don't have wealth, and what really, actually with 100 rupees also, some people are so joyous. And with hundreds of thousands also, they are struggling. So if your attention and your focus is on lack, we will, you know, have the lack energy in us, and we will attract lack in our life. Lack of love, lack of relationships, lack of money. Our attention really can be on abundance. on actually seeing the unlimited abundance. And I want to read something which, guess who sent me? Who do you think will help me when a session like this is happening? Dr. Preeti, naturally. I am going to read something she sent me from the Bible. She said, so in the Bible, this is very beautifully said. For to everyone who has will more be given. For to everyone who has will more be given, and he will have abundance. For everyone who has, more will be given, and he will have abundance. But for him who has not, even what he has will be taken away. But for him who has not, even what he has will be taken away. How beautiful. The great master, Dr. Preeti, chose this saying for me, this quote for me, that if our attention is on the abundance, more abundance will flow. If our attention is on lack, whatever we have will also be taken away. So I collect the love that I receive from my teachers. Whatever I get, I don't fight too much for their love and, oh, you did not give me attention, Dr. Newton. Now what will I do? You did not reply to my email. I sent it so many times. It's okay. He gave me one moment. That's enough. One workshop, one session, 1 minute. What my wife gives, I take that love. I give all the attention to that. And when you give the sutra of attention, you give attention to what is the abundance starts to flow in our life. The next sutra is the sutra of intention. And it's important to know what we intend, because, clear intention is very important. And if we can combine, so what do we really intend? So many times when we ask people, they say, I want a lot of money, but actually they don't want money. When you go deeper, they say, I want happiness. I want comfort. I want this. Then they say, no, I want happiness. And eventually, if you dig deeper and deeper and deeper, you will see they're looking for something completely else, something completely different. And because they're not very clear about what they really seek. So now for me, I have no choice. Dr. Newton said middle path. Now what to do? I have to, I have to give, my intention is still, let's say, enlightenment or realizing Buddhahood or, what I'm living, the life of a monk and whatever else. But you really, it has to be clear. Now, even though that is my intention, a lot of other things are flowing because the wisdom quotient goes up, wealth goes up. Wisdom goes up, wealth goes up. More wisdom, more wealth. More wisdom, more wealth. And that is a simple mathematical equation. Wisdom is directly proportional to wealth. So actually, it is a very beautiful thing. And you can give intention. You give intention to money or to creating wealth, it will manifest. But you can also give your intention around just becoming, wise and being clear that I will pursue, having clarity on how I will do what I will do. What is my intention? And combining clear intention with an elevated emotion, feeling as though it is already manifesting. This is my intention. My intention is that I wanted to be abundant, comfortable, and already feeling that emotion of what it means to be comfortable. So today's meditation that we will do, I am going to ask you to choose an intention. And I am going to ask you to choose the emotion you will feel when that goal, when that objective you have set for yourself is manifested. We will first feel the emotion that, so for example, you give an intention of having a loving partner. Now, how will you feel when you have a loving partner? Oh, I can already tell you how I feel when I think of Dr. Preeti. My whole, I can see flowers and I can smell fragrances. I will, in meditation, I want you to now think about whatever your intention, and you will feel the feeling. Is everybody with me? You know what we are going to do in the meditation now? This is the sutra that we are going to follow. Clear intention, elevated emotion. And you'll really, and those emotions that are higher level emotion, you feel gratitude, you feel love, you feel joy, you feel peace, all those emotions. How will you feel? Some of you may have an intention of getting a car or getting a house. No problem. You ask and it shall be given. So you will choose the intention and feel the feeling that you will experience when that goal is met. Some of you may ask for enlightenment. Some of you may ask for whatever you may ask for. Peace, joy, resolution, whatever you ask for. And then you'll feel the feeling. So we keep this fourth sutra with us. And we will do a meditation around this. This is the most amazing, especially for all the husbands here. I can tell you, you should constantly encourage your wives to shop, to go and blow all the money you have. No, I mean, don't take everything so seriously. But I always felt, whenever I was not, when I was a struggler, I got married. I mean, we were having limited resources. I always told Preeti, please go and shop. I don't know what it was. I said, please go and shop. No money is coming in my life. Please go and shop. Whenever we empty, when you clean a drawer, how do you feel when you clean your refrigerator? You just create space. When money is not coming in, money is stuck. I had some brief interactions with our dear friend, Darwinia. She's joined us from Singapore here. She is a great example. She is just always, she is telling Dr. Preeti, oh, you are not, you really need to, she wants to give. And she empties herself. And I found out whenever I have bank balance is increasing, I immediately empty it. I spend it. I give it away. I do something with it. The more we actually empty the cup, the more. Because if our cup is constantly full, the water is stagnating. If you empty it, milkshake. I like mango smoothie with banana and chocolate in it. It's very good. You should try. But you have to empty the water glass, which are all the old stale things. So actually abundance is created when we can experience the vacuum. And so I told Preeti, please shop, please shop. And every day she would shop. Will you believe it? 5 times more, 10 times more money was coming to in my life. And so I knew that today my wife has gone shopping. I was very happy in the morning only that this is a very good day today. So the more you empty, the more you create space in your life, the better. Now I am going to say something to, my very dear friends are here. Sandhya ma'am is also here. Dr. Sandhya Nitin is my former colleague. We worked together and she saw some of the worst of me actually. I was a real stupid fellow up until a certain point, and only because of some wisdom enhancement with Dr. Newton's present, I was able to evolve. And but imagine I tell Sandhya ma'am and Ankita, Sandhya ma'am, you are so divine. Can you show Ankita and Sandhya ma'am on screen? Can you?
Ankita's
Nobody is
first class.
spotlighted, is it? Nobody is
Yeah,
spotlighted.
I can do that.
Yeah, I want to just see Ankita and Sandhya ma'am, because I know both of them are just taking. Yeah, now you spotlight them. And Sandhya ma'am also. Dr. Sandhya Nitin is a amazing scientist. And I am not needed in spotlight. Only them you spotlight. Yes. Sandhya ma'am is an amazing scientist, an amazing teacher, educator, a divine being. And I absolutely, had the absolute joy of knowing her. Sandhya ma'am, can you unmute? Say some words, please.
Thank you, Ganesh. It really is. I mean, I'm humbled by all your kind words. Thank you very much. Actually, I'm learning a lot from QLU Global. So thank you for that. It's amazing to interact with Dr. Preeti, Dr. Newton, and Dr. Lakshmi, as well as you. Thank you.
Sandhya ma'am allowed, thankfully, did you see? This is the sutra of allowing. She allowed something to flow. Now, Ankita, we will try. Don't forcefully allow, but let's see. Ankita, you are so intellectual and you have such amazing skills of communicating with the world and sharing your creativity with the world. Thank you for your presence, your divine presence on Mother Earth. Ankita, how do you feel?
Thank you, Ganesh. I think it really feels very nice when you say this. And with all the work that I've done, I think I'm allowing myself to receive it and to say, yeah, it's true. But the moment you started and you said, you're so intellectual, the first thing that came to my mind, Ganesh, and I'm sharing this because we're all friends here, is like, and that is my undoing because I am so intellectual, I have gotten stuck into this and I haven't got the other things in life. So, what is my gift? What sets me apart? What has given me everything that I am, my job, my career, my status, whatever else it's given me? Somewhere there's also a little bit of resentment to it, saying, because I'm so intellectual, see, the first thing that people think of me when they think of me is intellect. So there is a little bit of resistance to that, saying, no, 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 take this, don't take this away, but give me more beyond this. And then when you said communicator and all of that, I just felt like, okay, I'm in the right space. But what is very interesting is the way I am, there's this conflict saying I've got everything I have today thanks to my intellect. And yet I'm feeling that resistance.
So now, the idea of this was actually because the secret was revealed. For most people, when somebody says something beautiful about you, do you actually allow it to come into your life?
Yeah.
Do you actually believe? How many of us internally, no, he's just telling me, to make me. We actually don't believe. We don't allow. We're not ready to allow wealth to come into our life. And this was my reality as well. I was not ready to allow it. And I'd always have, the limiting beliefs will come in the way. That same intellect could actually be used to become wiser and to learn more and to manifest everything. But that limiting belief, that questioning the gifts that we have, it's coming through. You can actually use the gift in whatever way. You can use your gifts in every way that you want to. But the sixth sutra is clear, just the art of allowing, receiving. When someone gives us something, why you're giving me so much? No, I cannot. No, you have to take it. When the divine will give you money, then you will say, oh, I don't deserve it, I'm not worthy, etc., etc. So the art of allowing is very important, that we actually allow. And then the last seventh sutra is the sutra of gratitude. And friends, Dr. Joe Dispenza says this also. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. I shared at the beginning, contentment, those three words, contentment, trust, and sharing. When you feel grateful for what you have, there is so much that starts to come. And this is a rule that, this is a sutra that almost always works. That you feel grateful, more will flow in your life. So we want to, really try that. It's actually the, it's a certain frequency, it's a certain emotion. When something isn't working and you can elevate yourself to that emotion. So I said clear intention, elevated emotion. If you can feel gratitude, waking up in the morning, what is there to be grateful for? I will give you an example. In the year 2000, January, my father was on a ventilator and I had no idea about gratitude. And I actually was in a municipal hospital called KEM Hospital in Mumbai because we could not afford a private hospital. And a municipal hospital is a horrific place if you don't have money, etc. I used to wait outside on the bench, etc. And it was a struggle. There's no dignity. They call you with, it can be tough. For those who've gone through that, at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're playing hide and seek with death. Somebody calls you, go take this blood, test it. So I was completely beaten down. My father was on ventilator for 4 months, but in the first 20 days, I used to sit on this bench at night and there used to be bed bugs that would come and bite me all the time. And, and I used to be very grumpy and angry all the time and very upset. And one friend of mine came one day and she gave me a piece of paper and asked me to write, what can I be thankful for? I said, what is there to be thankful for? It's a miserable life. I'm sitting in this hospital every day. I don't sleep at night. I have to go to work. I don't have any money. There's nothing to be happy for. She said, just think about it. And after some time, I started to write. My dear friends, when I started to write what I could be grateful for, I started to write, I have eyes, I can see. I have hands, I can use. I have legs, I can walk. I have enough food. I have my mother who's healthy and she loves me. I get food. I can find food every day. My father is still alive. He's with me. I started to write 250 plus things I got. My whole internal state became from lack to feeling grateful for my hands and my legs and my fingers and my face and my nose and my ears and everything. Would you believe it? I started to take some, all the other relatives who were there, I would take some food in the evening. Next day, my whole approach changed. I became friends with the nurses and the ward boys, etc. Even the doctors inside. And you know what happened? One of the doctors became my best friends. In 2 weeks' time, because my state became that of gratitude, I was feeling grateful for whatever I have. This doctor is a very dear friend of mine. Dr. Rajiv Sharma is now in the US, in Australia. He's a chest medicine guy. He gave me the keys of his hostel. He was on duty in that same intensive respiratory care unit. I used to go and sleep in the bed, not sit on the bench with the khatmal. In 2 weeks, when gratitude came inside me, I was getting a bed to sleep. The universe said, there is a bed, you don't need to. And he said, I will call you on the mobile phone. At that time, big Motorola mobiles used to be there. Long ones, Motorola, those who used. He said, I will call you on the mobile. You don't worry. You go and sleep. I started to get 6-8 hours of sleep every day, 6 hours, 4 hours instead of no sleep. How? I just went from lack to gratitude. Everything. And my father got well after 3 months. He came out of the ICU. He survived another year and 2 months. What a beautiful state to be. There is so much to be thankful for in the worst moments of our life. And that is the sutra of gratitude. So wisdom, at that time, I didn't have Dr. Newton. What magic we would have created with Dr. Newton. I mean, he was there, but not in my life. And Dr. Preeti also I didn't have. But this one friend brought wisdom and changed everything. So wherever we can collect this gold dust from, there is a friend, there is a neighbor, there is a person on the street, so many times a beggar who brings wisdom to us. That person who's begging on the street is very wise being. Can we take the gold dust from that beggar? We collect that wisdom is the gold dust. We translate it into a piece of jewelry. That is the wealth. Every situation, every event, every individual. And so, my dear friends, are we ready to go into meditation? Because I'm breaking rules. I'm not a good, I have to follow the rules of how long. Because Harika madam is like my principal, not like that principal I'm scared of, but she gives guidelines. Ganeshji, you have to speak for 20 minutes, then meditation 40 minutes, then you have to 15 minutes question answer. And I was such an outstanding student in school. I was always outside the class. I was never in the class. So I never followed instructions properly. And that's why Dr. Sandhya Nitin, I needed to show me the way along the way. But I want to leave you with, before we go into meditation with this, to live a pure, unselfish life, one must count nothing as one's own in the midst of abundance. I want you to really take these words of Buddha into your heart and just experience this eternal state. But for today's meditation, I'm going to give you all a minute. Oh, you are keeping me in spotlight. Everybody has to be in spotlight. You remove me from spotlight. Okay, I will do gallery view. If you want to keep me in spotlight for YouTube people, that's fine. So, okay. So one intention, everybody, are you ready with your intention? Take another half a minute, completely soak in. Just breathe. Breathe the abundant oxygen around you. We're going to go into meditation for today. Harika ma'am, I have already broken the rules. Oh my goodness, 43 minutes are in. So meditation will be a little shorter. Please forgive me. And I want you to come on screen also and meditate. If you can keep your cameras on and meditate, it will be nice, because we'll all be able to sense each other's presence. And before we go into meditation, can you put your left hand on your heart and just say to yourself, actually put your left hand on the left side, and you will say to yourself, darling, I'm here for you. Say to yourself, darling, I'm here for you. Can you be here for yourself in this meditation? And with the intention, with a clear intention, and define the emotion you will feel when that intention, when that is achieved, when that goal is achieved, when you experience what you are intending, just know what you will feel. So, Harika madam, can I request you please to start the music? Those who have spectacles, please take your spectacles off. I will keep them on so that I can see all of you. Sit in a comfortable posture. No stress to the body, just a very relaxing posture. You can clasp your fingers, make a nice circuit in your body, cross your legs, whether you're on the chair, just cross your legs, even while you're sitting on the chair or on the floor. Eyes closed. I want you to bring your attention to your breath, your natural incoming and outgoing breath. Just watching the breath. Watching the incoming and outgoing breath. Notice, are you breathing heavily or is the breathing shallow? Are you breathing more from the left nostril or the right nostril? Or are you breathing more or less equally from both nostrils? Notice the breath on your upper lip, the area above your upper lip. Notice the incoming and outgoing breath. The borders of your nostril inside your nostril. Just watch this entire triangular area as you breathe in and breathe out. You breathe in, you breathe out. You're reminding yourself once again, telling your breath, darling, I'm here for you. Darling, I'm here with you. Watching every incoming and outgoing breath. It's like a security guard or the watchman that watches people come in and go into a gate. Rest all your attention at the gates of your nostril. Become the watchman. Thoughts will come and thoughts will go. The breath will stay. Friends will come and friends will go. The breath will stay. The breath is your best friend. From the time that you're born till the time that you inhabit planet Earth, Your best friend is always with you, your breath. Just be with your best friend. Feel the sensations all around the upper lip, nostrils, triangular area around your nose, upper lip. Watch it. Experiencing this deep state of silence and relaxation through your breath. Celebrating the gift of your breath and the gift of life that your parents gave you. And the gift of this meditation that Buddha gave us, Anapanasati. Just watching, becoming one with the incoming and outgoing. Few more minutes with your best friend, your friend for life. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just be. Just be with your breath. Feel the abundance of oxygen that the universe is supplying in this moment. You can have as much as you want. You can take in a deep breath and take in lots of oxygen. You can take a little less. With every incoming and outgoing breath, I want you to tap into this abundance. This sutra of abundance, unlimited abundance. Feeling the sutra of flow with every breath. Just see how beautifully your breath is flowing in and out. Abundance and flow are in every moment, are in every breath. Experiencing the sutra of attention as you become so alert, so aware. As you become so attentive towards your breath. Where your attention goes, energy flows. Fully embrace these 7 sutras. Noticing how when you breathe out and create the vacuum, you are ready to take in fresh new air. Experiencing the sutra of vacuum through your breath. And experiencing the sutra of allowing, just allowing the breathing to happen so naturally, so easily. These are the sutras and the secrets of abundance that we live every moment with our breath. And now, with your breath, I want you to bring your attention to the Sutra of Intention. What would you like to manifest in your life? Whether it is wealth, peace, love, relationships. Bring your attention to a very specific, clear, reality that you would like to see in your life, which already exists in many ways, but you choose now to give attention to it. All your intention, As I count from 1 to 10, I want you to visualize you walking into this new reality, you manifesting this intention. You begin the process of manifestation. 1. 2. And as I move ahead, you can visualize more and more clearly your intention being manifested. 3, 4, 5. You can visualize this, feel what you feel. Feel the elevated emotions. As your intention is being manifested, 6, 7, 8. Nine and 10. Fully visualizing this intention being manifested. And I now want you to use the 7th Sutra of Gratitude. Filling yourself with gratitude. Even before this reality fully manifests in your life, you can fill yourself with gratitude for what is happening. Breathing in, all the love, all the courage, all the wisdom that is so abundantly all around us and within us. Last 3 minutes. Every incoming breath I'd like you to fill yourself with gratitude. Gratitude for the gift of life from your parents. Filling yourself with gratitude for this body, for this beautiful temple of your soul. For your hands, your legs, your eyes, your heart that beats 24/7 without asking questions. Feeling so grateful for every body part. Feeling so grateful for all in this physical plane, for your parents, for all those who show you love and who don't. Just being grateful for our collective presence, this beautiful QLU Sangha. Feeling grateful for divine living masters in Dr. Newton and Dr. Lakshmi in our lives. For Mother Earth. Breathing in, you can fill yourself with gratitude for Mother Earth, for providing us with all our needs, fulfilling our needs, for Father Sky, for the beauty that surrounds us, for the trees and the birds and the animals who we share this beautiful planet with. For the farmers who grow our food, for the drivers who transport our food, for those who prepare our food, for every human being, every animal, every bird, every mineral that brings joy. Filling ourselves with this gratitude as I count from 5 to 1. You will slowly get ready to come back. 5, 4. Feeling so full, so nourished, so grateful, so relaxed, so present. 3, 2, 1, and 0. You can rub your palms and cup your eyes. And whenever you're ready, you can slowly, slowly come back. Welcome back. Take your time. Thank you. Please take your time. Before you share and ask some questions, I'd love to take a few questions, and I want you to know that this gift of wisdom, this gold mine of wisdom is Quantum Life University. In 10 years, my life is filled with all that I received from here. And I am so grateful to the QLU Sangha, to Harika ji, to Manoj, who has joined us today, to Dr. Newton, Dr. Lakshmi, to Rajsekhar ji, to Sri Devi ma'am, to all the friends at QLU. Please go and experience, if you haven't yet. The Soul Coach training programs are coming up, Telugu, English, and Hindi. And please spend those 10 days. It will transform your lives. Take your friends, family members, zero cost. This is a divine service to humanity, the wisdom of Dr. Newton and Dr. Lakshmi. So Preeti and I are very grateful for the opportunity also to come and serve during the Soul Coach training programs in English and in Hindi. Telugu, we just like to watch Dr. Newton and Dr. Lakshmi. We come there, or we'll come in the Telugu program because it's also going to be his birthday. And we feel like no language is no barrier. It is so beautiful. Just you watch their energy and you just... So I invite all of you to come to QLU programs. There are many programs by QLU trainers all across that are happening. And these are programs that are QLU workshops. What we learn from our teachers, we share. This next month, Preeti and I will do one workshop on radiant relationships in Mumbai. We will do one in QLU Campus on 25th and 26th of November, right after Dr. Newton's birthday. You come for on 24th. And 25th and 26th November, I got very excited now. I'm in QLU, first time ever. Preeti and I, we have been doing the workshops, but first time ever, we will do a workshop on the QLU campus ourselves. We only went to learn there. Now we are going to learn only. But 2-day family constellation and transgenerational healing workshop in person. So you please join us for that. So come celebrate Dr. Newton's birthday on 24th November, and 25th and 26th you can stay for that workshop with Preeti and me. And then, of course, there's the Soul Coach training program in 3 languages. We'd love for your presence. 10 days of transformative work. Transformative. All the gold dust you will collect and a lot of jewelry you will leave with. You can come without any jewelry. Don't bring any jewelry. Mobile phones also you have to give away. It's nice because it's so noisy. In Vipassana, it's much more strict. But in QLU, they are very kind and you can talk. And in Vipassana, you can't even make eye contact. You have to look down, and I love it, my time. But it's a beautiful time to go into silence. So please join us, my dear friends, and support the mission of QLU. We need to awaken the wisdom within. What we were taught by our teacher, Dr. Newton, Dr. Lakshmi, is awaken the wisdom within. You can be a light unto yourself. Buddha's words is apo dipo bhava. Be a light unto yourself and to awaken your inner wisdom. So we welcome you. Happy to take questions. Harika ma'am, I am doing well. I think I have 15 minutes left still. This is a very good sign. I am following some discipline. You are making me much better. Slowly, I'm getting better. So, Padma Rao ji, please go ahead. Padma ma'am, please, if you can come on camera, it would be wonderful. And friends, I would like maximum number of friends to share and ask questions. But preferably ask questions, but sharing also fine. So I was a math teacher, you see. 15 minutes, if we want 15 people to share and ask questions, each one 20 to 30 seconds. Then you give me 30 seconds to respond or some time. But we all keep it very beautifully. Mathematical equation we form, and as much as possible. And some of you have lots to share in the chat box. So what we'll do is, because the recording is there, we'll be able to also look at the chat box and we'll be in touch. And of course, you can send an email to QLU for us, for me, and for Preeti or any of the trainers, and we will also be happy to answer your question. Padma ma'am, warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining us. Your question, please.
Yeah, you were talking about the importance of spending to make yourself empty in order to receive more. So my question is, how important is saving in this? Because it's also important. That's
No,
my
very
question.
important, madam. Saving. When I talked about spending, I think I want you to know what I refer to it as. Whenever we are spending with our heart, it was my experience that whenever I spend without feeling lack, when you're paying a bill, you're paying an electricity bill, or you are giving something to someone for a service that they have offered, when you do it without feeling lack, then the abundance tends to flow. That was an experience. But again, I am very, very prudent in saving also. But when you hoard, when you are saving, you save a part of what you got, but hoarding is not good. Saving is good. So it depends on what situation we are in. The world, actually, less than 1% people have more than 99% of the wealth. If you see, because there's a lot of hoarding. So the flow is broken. So in the 7 sutras, 7 principle you remember, the 3 qualities and the 7 sutras. And in that, you let it flow, because when it flows, it also comes back. So that was really what I was referring to. You don't go above your means. You have 1 rupee in the bank, you take loan of 100 and spend. No. This is not what I am saying. But if you have 1 rupee, you can spend 50 paise and you can save 50 paise, or you can spend 60 paise and save 40 paise. That's fine. You have to be judicious. Wisdom is, after this, I will worry now. If somebody interprets, Ganesh said, go and spend everything. Now I spent, now they're calling Ganesh, I'm on the road. No way, how? I don't have money for the bus. You said after spending, everything will come. Where is the money? It's not coming. No, we have to be judicious. And we should not be hoarding, but saving is important. It's important in this physical plane, savings are important, and we do that. Thank you, Padma ma'am. Very beautiful question, and you cleared many people's doubts. Yes.
Thank you, sir, for your answer. Thank
Harika
you.
ma'am, you can facilitate also if any comments are coming, you want to read out, or because I will leave it to you. I will take the live questions, Harika ma'am. Yes, Darvinia, please go ahead. I can see 1 hand raised, and then after that, Bhaskar ji, welcome to both of you. Please go ahead, Darvinia.
Pranam Ganesh ji. It was a very, very beautiful meditation for me, and I actually wanted to ask a question, or maybe share that I was actually quite angry when we started. Like, not when you were presenting, I was laughing, but the minute the meditation started, I was like, why am I feeling angry? And I felt like so much anger just came up, and only when I stopped and I was like, okay, pay attention and focus on the breath. And then eventually I moved into this state of absolute bliss. And at the end, when we were thanking everybody, and you said thank the people who, make the food or get the food, and then the drivers, I felt like I could have cried out of gratitude. So it's such a spectrum of emotion, or a journey. So if I had a question, I would ask, why is it that in a thing about abundance, anger comes up? But that's all.
Yeah. We have many lifetimes of journeys, and, we have certain emotions that are pent up, stored. And every time you go within, they surface so that they can be dealt with and cleaned out. So it's beautiful that it happened. And it's beautiful that, because unless you let it come out, it will stay inside. So it came out in a nice way through meditation, and you were able to go past that. And many lifetimes, so many things have happened, and there's anger, sadness, frustration, disappointment, all sorts of different emotions are within our system. And whenever we go into inner work, cleansing begins to happen. So meditation is also, it's like in India, we have an ad for Vim Bar, Vim Bar, or which is that other ad, Surf Excel. We clean out some of these emotions, and it's important. We actually don't, emotions are never destroyed, they are transmuted. Anger turned into gratitude for you, because the same energy, emotion is nothing but energy in motion. Anger is an energy, gratitude is also an energy. That same because meditation turned anger into gratitude. So never worry about, I said elevated emotion. Never worry about the lower level emotion. Some of the lower level emotions, survival emotions are there because we have had to go through a lot of survival issues in our life. Anger, frustration, sadness, jealousy, resentment, all these things are survival emotions. These are lower level emotions. So elevated emotion, I said we elevate gratitude, love, joy, all those elevated emotions. So you transmute. When your energy flows, in meditation, energy flows from bottom to Sahasrara. So you go from survival emotions to elevated emotions. So you went from anger to gratitude. So it's coming up like that. So that is the whole journey of meditation, and that is really beautiful. Thank you, Darvinia, for sharing with us.
And I just wanted to say, मैं बहुत आभारी हूँ, and आप एक rock star in.
Oh my goodness, you've learned a lot of Hindi in Singapore.
Yes, I have.
My goodness, thank you. हमारे रॉक स्टार, आई विल से इन हिंदी, हमारे रॉक स्टार डॉक्टर न्यूटन और डॉक्टर लक्ष्मी हैं. हम रॉक हैं, वो स्टार हैं. तो दिस इज माय रिप्लाई टू यू. बट हम एक्सेप्ट करते हैं रॉक स्टार का पोजीशन. आर्ट ऑफ अलाउिंग, सूत्र ऑफ अलाउिंग. सो आई एक्सेप्ट आई एम अ रॉक स्टार. एंड हमारे स्टार और रॉक दोनों है. रॉक भी है सॉलिड हारिका, एंड स्टार भी है हारिका. So both are here. Yes, Bhaskar ji, go ahead, please.
नमस्ते गणेश जी.
Namaste, how are you?
फाइन सर, बहुत दिन के बाद आपका आवाज सुना एक्चुअली. So it is very grateful to see you again after a long time.
Pleasure.
So I attended this inner child training and awakening parenting, some progress with our QLU. After that, the transformation happened. Like the abundance, wealth is there everywhere, but our stumbling blocks, our belief systems are blocking that. So we need to allow that energy to flow, because money is also an energy. Everything is an energy. So really, thank you so much for the 7 sutras and your wonderful inputs. And especially when you teach me, it's not like a teaching or any training program. Like it comes naturally. Whatever is there here, whatever you're following, just simply pass on to us. It's really an amazing.
I told you I'm the
experience.
biggest thief. I steal from Dr. Newton, Dr. Lakshmi, and my wife, Dr. Preeti. I steal and I go and give here, there, everywhere. So whatever, and then I steal from other people also. Wherever I watch, beggar is coming. Now one day Dr. Newton told, watch the beggar. I also have a past life as a beggar. I had to, I forgot that I had a past life as a beggar. And then the master guided, and I was able to see. So we have to just collect the gold dust from everyone. And so many amazing trainers and other people are there, we just have to just collect the gold dust. That's what. Thank you, Bhaskar ji. Any other friends have a question? Oh, 4 minutes only left. Harika, I want to finish before time today. I will get some good marks. Abundance of marks I will get for timely starting and ending of session. And I can see some abundant faces. Thank you for all the beautiful comments, dear friends. And I think we honor everybody's time and welcome. We welcome you to QLU, to the programs. I hope you can come for Dr. Newton's birthday and stay back for the family constellation workshop at QLU. I will get 2 days and with all of you also. And then please come for SCTP also, English, Hindi or Telugu, whatever works for you. We'll look forward. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you, Ganeshji. It was a pleasure having you with us. It was beautiful. Lots of gratitude pouring for you in the comments box, chat box. Please
Thank you.
receive all our love and thank you. Thank you, friends. We'll see you tomorrow.